Historical Romance Collection. Written by Kathleen Hope. Narrated by Theresa Stevens. Table of Contents. Story 1. Place of Thunder. Story 2. Sky of Wind. Story 3. River of Stone. Story 4. Field of Rain. Table of Contents. Chapter 1. Gettysburg. Chapter 2. Riding Out with the Captain. Chapter 3. Major Field's Son. Chapter 4. An Exciting Invitation. Chapter 5. The Proper Choice of Attire. Chapter 6. Flowers at the Ball. Chapter 7. Fine Ladies and Hot-Blooded Horses. Chapter 8. Race Day at Fort Huachuca. Chapter 9. Lightning and Thunder. Chapter 10. The Best Prize of All. Chapter 1. Gettysburg. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, July 1863.
Run, Christopher. They're right behind us. Get that nag moving. We're almost at the camp, but they're closing in on both sides.
Major Theodore Field spurred his own small horse and drove it through the darkness of the forest path. He could hear the labored breathing of his brother's horse behind him.
Christopher, you're dropping back. Come on, just follow me.
I can't, called his brother. You go. Your horse is in better shape than mine. This one's too small and just worn out. You go. You have to get back home.
Theodore ground his teeth and cursed their luck. His own horse, Pitch, so dark he was nearly black, was hidden by the night and had enough strength left to get him back to the Union Army camp. But Christopher's horse—
"You should have demanded a better mount,"
said Theodore. But most of the U.S. Army horses were even poorer than Pitch. Most were like Cracker, the weedy little cream-colored scrub his brother rode now, and hardly worth the hay it took to feed them. Cracker was so pale in color that you could see him in a coal mine at midnight. He might be good for hunting frogs in the swamps at night, but nothing more.
That animal should never have been bought for the Army.
He was all the Cavalry Bureau could get.
Theodore ground his teeth again at the mention of the Cavalry Bureau. Worthless scoundrels, all of them, pocketing the money they were given to buy decent horses and keeping the best animals for their friends. And the dealers they bought from were even worse. Finally, the two laboring horses burst out of the forest, one after the other, and galloped into a vast open field. The lights of the Union camp were down at the far end of it. Maybe they would make it after all. But the rebel patrol they'd run into wasn't going to go back empty-handed. Theodore could hear their horses crashing through the woods just behind them. Cracker stumbled on the rough ground of the field, but managed to stay up, though he was dropping back more than ever.
"Go on, Theodore,"
gasped Christopher.
"Get word to our parents. Someone has to be there for them. Go on."
"No, Christopher, I won't leave you. I won't—"
The little pale horse stumbled and staggered and somersaulted to the ground. Theodore struggled to turn Pitch, but even as he did, the shots from the Confederate soldiers pursuing them rang out. He could see the muzzle flash of their pistols in the dark woods.
"Right here. The horse went down. He's ours, boys."
Theodore pulled his pistol and aimed behind him, but the terrified Pitch fought him hard and tried to run back towards the distant camp instead.
"Christopher,"
he shouted, forcing his horse around just as another shot rang out. The last thing Theodore saw was a Confederate soldier standing over his brother and shooting at point-blank range. By the light of the other soldier's lantern, Theodore saw his younger brother Christopher, just 33 years old, lying dead beneath his small and overworked horse in a muddy field at the edge of the Pennsylvania forest. Christopher would never again go home to the wife and two young children who waited for him. Near Fort Huachuca, Arizona Territory, July 1885. On a fine hot summer morning, Daisy Mary Field stood in the doorway of the largest barn and
Sample complete. Ready to continue?